Again, if there are 3 exercises, the obliques are always going to be one of them. And if I'm on a time constraint in my workout, you got about 10 to 15 degrees, any deconditioned or any athlete, degrees of movement there. So it's not a huge movement to get that crunch. You'll see it done many ways. What I'm going to show you right now, side plank. We're going to come down with our elbow right in line with our shoulder, very important. And we don't want any tension in that shoulder, and there on the side with lateral flexion. Bring one knee in, release, and come up. And it doesn't take many of those to fatigue that muscle group. And with the Bosu, you're going to come down, switch, switch, in, up. You're going to come down, switch, switch, in, up. Switch, switch, in. So again, we come down almost into like a downward dog position. So again, we come down almost into like a downward dog position. So you got a nice line here. Again, we don't want that shearing forward flexed action on the knee. So make sure you stay elevated, neutral spine. And you can do as many of those as you can to fatigue. Stop, come up. Full range of motion, back down. Boom, boom, boom. Try not to put pressure on the wrist. And remember, you want to make it a little tougher. We can progress here and make it more of a balanced challenge. And you got 2 slots here on the side of the Bosu ball. We can progress here and make it more of a balanced challenge. And you got 2 slots here on the side of the Bosu ball. Again, if this bothers your wrists, it's an option, but boom, 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 boom. Up, down, boom, 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 boom. Rotate. You can even hold it here. Rotate forward, back, side. Alternate, come in. Mountain climb here, and up. Come down, out, forward, back, side. Side, side. Either way you look at it. And then you can add in the weight. Try it with toes anchored. And again, we're going down with the active range of motion to this side of that equation. I'm going to start shaking even more. And I got to hold. And then starting point. Take it nice and slow with your toes in the air. It's not going to take away from your work if you start with your toes anchored to. Reach down and grab hold here. You want to select a weight that's going to fatigue anywhere from 12 to 15 reps. Neutral pelvis, neutral spine. We don't want it hyper. Posterior, anterior. We want it nice and neutral pelvis, neutral spine. We don't want it hyper. Posterior, anterior. We want it nice and neutral. And make sure you come up off the Bosu and then release the weight. Good way to get right there in the rear part of the shoulder so you can get nice explosive firing pattern in any sport. All fours, and release back into child's pose or shell stretch. And there are many ways you can vary that up, make it more advanced, but that's a good basic start right there to get some strength and resistance. Ropes work best